Executive Director of the San Mateo County Community Colleges Foundation. On behalf of the Foundation Board of Directors, President Jamila Moore, and staff, congratulations to all of our students receiving scholarships this year. Although we must meet virtually, there is still time for celebration. Many of you have made this possible through persistence and hard work and through external and internal motivation. I commend you for it, and particularly in what you've been through this very difficult year. The mission of the San Mateo County Community Colleges Foundation is to make sure that quality, affordable higher education is available to every member of our community. Our goal is to help meaningful and productive relationships that help advance the purpose of supporting scholarships and programs for students of all three colleges. With the support of donors, the foundation provides funds to meet those most critical needs in order to support students as they prepare for the careers, transfer to four-year universities, and pursue lifelong learning goals. The foundation recognizes that scholarships make all the difference. To all of our donors, thank you for your continued financial support. Scholarships have never been more important for our community college students. They provide a powerful incentive for high school youth to consider attending college and for continuing students to complete their curriculum goals in a timely manner. Your scholarship support enables our students to focus on school. Currently, 80% of them must work while attending school, and your help means our students can work less, enroll in more classes than once, increasing the likelihood that they actually finish school and dedicate more time to their studies. Your help also increases the amount of funds our students may otherwise need to borrow in student loans, so they are not saddled with debt just as they're getting their new careers off the ground. Furthermore, most of our students here at Kenyatta College live and work locally during and after college. Your scholarship support gives our entire community the opportunity to prosper and thrive. Donors, your generous donations and continued support has enabled the foundation to make many larger and more significant changes that result in new and expanded learning opportunities for the Kenyatta College community. To our students, remember this scholarship means to you and to your family and how it makes you feel to have this kind of encouragement from a caring stranger. Remember this moment so you can pay it forward when you graduate or transfer from Kenyatta College and establish yourself in the world. Remember this day. Remember that someone was here to help you succeed your educational goals. Start by joining the San Mateo County Community College Alumni Association so we can keep in touch and help you move forward in your career. We hope you'll write a letter to your donor and thank them personally. Tell them about your scholarship means to you and that no one can express the impact of their help the way you can. These donors are people who believe what you are doing here at Kenyatta College is so worthwhile for yourselves, for your family, and for this community that they are helping you pay for it. Once again, congratulations, students. Thank you, donors. Thank you, the Kenyatta College community. Back to you, Margie.
Thank you, Tykea. For our first recognition, I'd like to introduce Gloria Darafshi, our Transfer Counselor and Articulation Officer, and Soraya Sarabi, our Transfer Program Services Coordinator, to discuss transfer and share all of the recognition for our transfer students.
Okay, I'll go first. Hello, everybody. On behalf of Kenyatta's Transfer Center, I'd like to say a huge congratulations to our transferring students. All of you should feel so proud of your achievements. We know firsthand how much work and dedication it takes to get to that transfer finish line. What does it take to transfer? Here are some of the critical steps that you accomplished along the way at Kenyatta. You quickly identified a major when you entered Kenyatta. You decided where to apply for transfer. You took the right classes in the right sequence. You stayed connected with counseling, the transfer center, student support services, the honors program. You attended transfer workshops, transfer day, representative visits, university visits. You complete transfer applications, sometimes many of them, tag applications, associate degree for transfer petitions, application updates, and on and on. All of you accomplished these tasks despite a global pandemic, campus closures, and virtual learning for the past 3 semesters. Again, you should feel very proud. Soon you will be entering a 4-year university and earning your bachelor degree, and perhaps even higher. Congratulations again. Kenyatta has over 400 students who are transferring out to universities this year. Close to 300 associate degrees for transfer were processed and will be awarded for this academic year. We have a 21% increase in the number of transfer admission guarantees, or tags, for 2021 compared to 2020. These achievements, though, really belong to you, our students. You're the ones who did the work. And thank you for your hard work and persistence. We are sending all of our best wishes to you for the next chapter of your higher education. Thank you. And let me turn it over to Soraya to say a few words.
I would like to echo Gloria and say congratulations to you all, including those of you who are transferring to a 4-year university this fall. I know navigating through the transfer planning and process and transitioning to a 4-year university was not an easy task, especially during last year that we all faced many, many challenges. But you have all shown strength, resilience, a great willpower to reach your transfer goal. I'm proud of every one of you. You should be proud of yourself, and we are all proud of you. And I have no doubt that you will succeed in your next chapter of your life. I'm honored to be part of your working with you, and thank you for letting me and letting us to be part of your journey and being part of your experience at Kenyatta. I would like you to continue with your great work. And remember, Kenyatta is your home, and we always be here for you to support you. Even though after you leave, you always have a place to come back, and we're here to support you. Congratulations one more time, and many, many congratulations, and have a great next journey. Back to you, Margie.
Thank you, Soraya. Well, this gives me extremely great pleasure to announce our first student speaker. We have 2 speakers tonight. Many of you probably know Jade Shawnette. She's been very involved in student life and leadership during her time at Kenyatta. She's actually our 2021 San Mateo County Community College District Student Trustee. So she's definitely got your back, but she has graciously agreed to speak with all of you and share a little bit about her journey. And she'll be leaving us this year as she goes on to transfer to one of the several UCs she's been accepted to. So without further ado, Jade Shawnette.
Thank you, Margie. I want to start by saying thank you all so much for giving me the opportunity to share my story. My name is Jadisha Shawnette Kenice-Comer, but most of you know me as Jade Shawnette, and I am an international student from the Bahamas. When I first came to Kenyatta in 2018, I had no idea how this community would change my life. My plan actually when I came to Kenyatta was literally just to come to campus, go to my classes, and just go back home. And that would have been my daily ritual, but I'm so grateful that it did not turn out that way. So as an international student, what I struggled with was being so far away from my family, and 2, trying to adjust to a new culture. And I'm so grateful to Kenyatta for always being there for me with unwavering support. Y'all became my family, my second family, and my home away from home. There are so many programs, services at Kenyatta that's been there for me throughout my journey that I can probably sit here all day and thank each and every single one of them. But some of the ones I do want to highlight is the STEM Center, the International Student Center, the Associated Students of Kenyatta College, and the Black Student Union. When I came to Kenyatta, there was actually a gap between me graduating high school and me starting college. And I came in as a STEM major. Even though I sort of convinced myself that math, calculations, formulas is the only thing that I was good at. So I lean more towards the math major. And I'm so grateful for the STEM Center, for all the people, the resources, and everything that they provided me with just to make me feel comfortable, to give me the support I needed to slowly transition back into the learning environment. And in turn, not only did they give me a space that I can feel at ease again, but they also gave me an opportunity to be there for my fellow students. I later became a STEM tutor and an EPIC leader. And I'm so thankful to Josue and everyone else in the STEM Center who trusted me and gave me such an opportunity. To the associated students of Kenyatta College, y'all really, really became my family. I remember I met Michiko, I can't even remember the day, but it was, I'm pretty sure it was my first day on campus. She was giving a presentation about student life and all the clubs on campus. And then we got to talking about student government. And then by my second week of classes, I was already appointed a student senator. I was still pretty unfamiliar with the role, but slowly being a part of a diverse group of student leaders who was working towards a common goal of representing the student body here at Kenyatta really made me feel at home. And just being a part of every single space that I was able to occupy as a student senator, as the commission of activities, it really helped me find my purpose and my passion, and for that I'm super grateful. Catherine Ryan Hyde once said, if you can't pay it back, pay it forward. And I truly, truly hope that all my involvement on campus has been as meaningful to Kenyatta community as it has been for me as a student. I want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who contributed to my experience here at Kenyatta. To the International Student Center, thank you for always checking in with me and for asking about my family. I always look forward to seeing emails from Kathy and Manasi. Thank you to all of our scholarship donors. Me personally, as an international student, it's so hard to find funding and scholarships. And that can sometimes be a little degrading and a little depressing when it comes to continuing to achieve my academic goals, but your generosity makes it so much easier. Thank you to the Black Student Union for always providing a safe space for me to vent and to be vulnerable. As a woman in college, that already comes with its challenges, but as a Black woman, that's a completely different ballpark. And the Black Student Union always gave me the space to be completely vulnerable. Thank you to my fellow Kenyatians for trusting me to be your representative on the Board of Trustees, and I am humbled to have served as your student trustee. And most importantly, thank you to my family and my friends for always supporting and encouraging me to be the very best version of myself. And thank you to my mom who's watching right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Jade, for your remarks. And we can tell there's the emotion there. This is always one of those times, you know, at the end of the year, new students are coming, but all of the students that have been so involved, they're leaving us. You know, we're so proud of everybody, but it's emotional for us too, because you're leaving the nest, and we love our students. For our next recognition, somebody who works very closely with our students in the highest academic standards is Susan Mahoney. She's our professor, and she's our honors transfer program coordinator. And she's going to speak about the honors transfer program and also recognize students that have completed the transfer pattern for this year. Susan?
Yes, thank you. Yes, my name is Professor Susan Mahoney, and I'm the coordinator of the Kenyatta College Honors Transfer Program. First, congratulations to all our transferring students and our students being recognized for scholarships, awards, and other achievements. You've worked so hard, and now we're celebrating the achievements that have resulted from all that hard work. Next, on to honors. At Kenyatta, honors is for everyone. Any student can take an honors class or propose an honors contract in a non-honors class. So if you're motivated and curious, and you're interested in digging deeper into material in one or more of your classes, go for it. Join us. The honors transfer program, we like to think of it as transformational, that we create honors students, so everyone is welcome. Also, we're growing. We're currently over 120 members. We have dozens of participating faculty, and our students are doing more and more each semester. Our students dig deeper into topics of interest. They learn about academic research, and they present their original research at local, regional, and sometimes even national conferences. As such, they're able to add their voice to scholarly discourse. Graduates of the Honors Transfer Program benefit from the research that they conduct. The ties that they've developed with their honors faculty mentors, from the opportunities for scholarships, and importantly for priority transfer agreements with prestigious four-year colleges and universities. All right, now the reason I'm presenting today is to honor our honors graduates, our honors scholars. These 14 students have gone beyond simply taking an honors class or two, and indeed they're on track to successfully complete 15 units of honors coursework. Additionally, not only have they completed the coursework, but many of these students have taken advantage of honors opportunities by presenting their work at honors conferences or by getting their work published in honors publications or other peer-reviewed publications. These honors students are scholars. Through their research, they have become not just masters of the material they studied, but also in some cases, they're creators of knowledge. So I'd like to acknowledge each of them briefly now. I'll just list their names for us. Jade Chonette, who we just heard from, Nicholas Dalton, Joseph David, Sophia Fernandez-Georgi, Nigel Hawkins, Pai Tzu Hung, Amy Canadian, Minghao Lee, Anastasia Lubarsky, Ada Ozisik, Najia Pan, Qisheng Sheng, Anahi Tabares Ruiz, and Kaisen Yao. To each of you, congratulations. We're so proud of all these students and really all of our honors students for the work that they've done and for the opportunities that they've created for themselves. Further, we're looking forward to their future accomplishments as they transfer on. And last but not least, I'd like to take a moment to offer a special recognition to Sophia Fernandez-Georgi, who is the recipient of our Honors Transfer Scholarship. Not only did Sophia complete our program, but she also presented her research at the UC Irvine Honors Conference, and she was an active member of our Honors Transfer Program Advisory Committee. So good job, Sophia. Congratulations and good luck on your next step in your academic journey. Sophia will be attending UCLA next fall as a first-year student, having completed the Honors Transfer Program as a middle college student. So finally, congratulations to all the honors scholars, as well as all our honors students. And I look forward to welcoming more of you into our program this next semester, or this summer, or this upcoming fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. For our next recognition, I would like to introduce Jose Alcaraz. Many of you may know him. He's our program services coordinator in our STEM Center, and he is going to be speaking about the tutors and the peer mentors that are so important to Kenyatta and play such a role in building community. So Josue, excuse me, it's off to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Josue Alcaraz, and I am here representing both the STEM Center and Learning Center. Zoom link 1-2 QWE. That is where the magic happened. This is where 35 students represented Kenyatta and took the challenge. The challenge to balance all that is happening in their lives and be there for their peers. These tutors, epic leaders, mentors did it all. On top of supporting the Kenyatta community, our tutors learned to balance their family/parental duties, work multiple jobs outside of the ones here at Kenyatta, and still come in with a smile, ready to talk why Sunday, June 20th is the start of the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. This group of 35 people were more than tutors, mentors, epic leaders. They served, in general, all as mentors, including to me. Julian and I are very proud of this year's group. It's hard to imagine that over a year ago, we were all in Building 9 in the second floor. Some of my favorite moments with this group is, for example, whenever we brought in someone new, I kind of saw myself in them. I was nervous, maybe when I'm working with a student, I might forget something, but in the end, we all saw our teams grow in the roles and see their confidence as they worked with students. Thank you for all that you have done. You assisted students through their academic work. You shared and collaborated the study skills that make you the successful students that you are. You adopted and adapted to new online tools and adjusted your style of tutoring to best serve the students you had in front of you. You connected the students to additional resources such as the technology loan program, counseling, even provided some Canvas support, and much more. Because of your tremendous work and effort, these tutors were able to offer support to more than 45 Cañada College courses, and to date have had over 1,200 tutoring sessions this year so far. Though we are online, your presence is felt every day when you logged on. And so congratulations again to everyone, and do not forget, the Tutoring Center will be open through finals. So if you need help, this amazing team, 35, they're ready to help you. Thank you, everyone, and especially thank you to you, the tutors, EPIC leaders, and mentors. Thank you.
Thank you, Josue. I'm honored now to invite our next student speaker to present his remarks. He's Jason Velasquez. He's been our Dreamer Club president this past year. And next year, he will be your 2021 Associated Students of Cañada College Vice President. He's a continuing student. He's very involved in all that would go on in the second floor in the Learning Center if we were on campus. But anyway, Jason, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you for the introduction. And here's what I want to share with you all. Let me know if you could see it. You all see it?
Looks good, Jason.
All right. So I'm just gonna share a little bit about my college story. It's not gonna be all detailed, but it's gonna be like the main things that have happened to me throughout my college journey. And hopefully this can help you or kind of be aware of undocumented students as I was. And I'm gonna share this slide. So that's me when I was 13 years old. And this is my experience as an undocumented student. I came here when I was 13 years old and graduated in 2014, as you can see on the right. That's me and my friend. And I didn't know I was undocumented until I went to college, actually. And I started seeing like certain scholarships or federal aid that require you to be a resident or citizen. And I didn't really reach out for help during that time. So I felt alone. And honestly, I became depressed and hopeless. I just didn't know what to do and became frustrated, as you can see here that I wrote. And withdrew from all my classes. I only did about a semester and a half. Like in the middle of the semester, I withdrew from all my classes. And I didn't drop out of college completely because I went to Foothill College, which is where I finished an EMT course, which is the people who work in the ambulances. As you can see here at the bottom, I got my certificate. That's the bottom right. That's where I was in my rotation. That's what they call it. But after finishing, I wasn't able to work because of my status. So I just honestly I just gave up and dropped out. I was like, nah, it's not for me. And you might be wondering, isn't he a DACA or something? No. So I was actually not able to apply for DACA because of the requirements. I needed to be here before 2007, and I came here when I was in 2010, so I was not a DACA. And but gladly, after 2 years of me being out of college, I was able to apply to a legal status, become a resident. And it wasn't until 2019 that I was notified that my case was approved. And like right the next day, I went to Cañada, the consulars at Cañada, and they were like, yeah, you can come in, you can start the spring semester. And I just did, but the consular didn't tell me about the consequences of my actions. And these are the consequences of my actions. my GPA went down. It was actually like 3.4 after high school, and it went down to below 2.0. I don't know if you can see the transcript right here. The spring 2015 says all W's. That's when I dropped, and I went into academic probation, which I received an email from admissions office. The person who sent me is actually a really good friend of mine right now. And I actually became disqualified of financial aid as well, as you can see here on the academic progress. So I basically had to start from zero when I came back. However, how did I overcome the obstacles? Even though I couldn't work as an EMT and get paid as an EMT, I was able to volunteer at Red Cross, you can see on top. And after coming back, I was different. I joined clubs and student programs and started asking questions and being involved in campus. And I even applied for a leadership position, which is the president of the Dreamers Club, as you can see here, and became engaged in college event activities. As you can see the bottom right here, as the president of college, vice president, Gonzalo and Sally. Yeah, I just became all engaged. And these are the services and programs I've been part of, and I'm still part of some of them, or most of them. UPS, STEM, all the ones you see here. Those are the ones I use. If you want to use them too, they're great. And what's important is the importance of the scholarships, because this is a scholarship award event. And from my experience, the scholarships have helped me like a lot. I'm able to work less hours, focus more on school, time for classes, and also motivates me for volunteering, which is, you can see the bottom says Samaritan House, Pacific Beach Coalition. Those are the places where I volunteer currently. And because of the financial aid and scholarships, I'm also able to transfer next year. I'm not transferring this year, but next on the fall 2022. And I'm now able to pursue a medical profession, which is awesome. And thank you so much for the donors who give. I know all the students also grateful for that. And I also want to thank all these people who have helped me like a lot. I really appreciate the support you've given me. And if you're here and if you see your name on the screen, I want to shout out to you. And I want to thank you for the support and always being there for me. So thank you so much. And yeah, that's my presentation. Congratulations to all the people who are receiving awards and scholarships. And that's it for my presentation. Now back to Margie.
Well, thank you, Jason. That's very inspiring, your story, and, trying it once. And a lot of our students, they come to us straight from high school. They come from us having tried different places. Kenyatta has turned into a home for so many students. We have so many support services and staff that are approachable, faculty that are knowledgeable. It's part of our community. And another part of that community that's very involved in campus is our STEM Center. The STEM Center, if you were on campus, it would be in the second floor, and it's the hub of activity. The Learning Center is a buzz, and students are in the STEM Center all day long, all evening, till we kick them out. So in order to provide a very nice recognition for the STEM Center and our outstanding students, I'd like to invite next Georgianne Morin, our project director of our STEM Center, and our Dean of Science and Technology, Dr. Amir Thompson.
Thank you very much, Margie. It's an honor to be here. My name is Georgianne Morin, and I am the STEM Center Project Director, which means that I get to work with the fabulous staff that work directly with all the students. I help keep things going, and just it's a pleasure. This is the most exciting time of the year for us, because this is where we get to see that the work we've done makes a difference. And I want to say especially, though, that we are so proud of our students. As Josue mentioned, our tutors and our mentors, they just, on a dime last March, they took our program and they turned it to an online program, and they got out there because they really wanted to help students. Josue said, who wants to do this? And almost everybody stepped up. Candace said it to the mentors who wants to do this. Almost everybody stepped up, and our students have really benefited. So thank you to those awesome individuals. And to our students who just, despite what's happened over the past year, have gotten themselves involved in job shadowing, in internships, who did workshops in the STEM Center online, who applied for transfer to over 20 fabulous universities, who applied for scholarships, and who ultimately are graduating. That's a huge hurdle, and the tenacity, the flexibility, the drive that got them through this past year is going to take you all far. You have shown mental that will just take you as far as you can go. We know you're going to succeed in your next chapter and beyond. So on behalf of the STEM Center staff, I want to say it's been a pleasure to be part of your journey, and congratulations. So thank you. Dr. Thompson now has a fabulous award to present.
Indeed, I do. Thank you, Georgianne, so much. And thank you to all the students for all the hard work you've done. Good afternoon. As you mentioned, my name is Dr. Amir Thompson, and it is my honor to serve as the Dean of Science and Technology here at Kenyatta College. And I'm absolutely thrilled to present this year's Hamilton Award winners. The Hamilton Award is made possible thanks to the generosity of the Hamilton family. This award recognizes students for their academic excellence and their outstanding contributions to the STEM Center, the Division of Science and Technology, and to the college as a whole. The winners are selected by the faculty from a highly accomplished group of Kenyatta STEM scholars who have maintained at least a 3.2 GPA and plan to pursue a bachelor's degree in a STEM field. So to simply be nominated for this award is an honor in and of itself, but we can only have a couple of award winners. One award winner goes to a continuing student and one goes to a transferring student. This year's continuing student recipient is Judith Arias Escalona, who's a biology major. And this year's transferring student recipient is Talia Doran, who's a physics and engineering major. So please join me in congratulating both Judith and Talia on their outstanding accomplishments. And I wish them both the best now and in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Well, I guess it's back to me. We've actually gone through this pretty quickly. For those of you that have been around and come to these events, you know that it usually lasts quite a while as students are crossing the stage. For our scholarship recipients, we did invite everybody to make a slide. We had 151 students awarded scholarships this year in the amount of over $200,000 that's going out to our students. It would be wonderful to be able to acknowledge everybody who's here. It looks like we have over 100 people in the webinar that are participating, and we hope that you have friends and family that are with you and you see your name and it's inspiring you to keep on doing good work. I do want to just acknowledge that the scholarships that you students have received, it is just one piece of the support that the Kenyatta provides for you. And I think we all are in this business because we love the work we do and the rewards we get from working with students and seeing you progress, transfer students, our outstanding tutors and peer mentors, the students involved in the STEM Center that are just doing brilliant things in academics and working with each other. I'm extraordinarily pleased. So scholarship recipients, family and friends, thank you for coming to our event. Make sure that you download the booklet. All of the details on all of our scholarship winners are in the booklet, as well as all of the tutors, peer mentors, the students that were involved in STEM, the EPIC leaders, our transferring students and their majors. All of that's listed in the program booklet. So hopefully you'll download that. And once this video is complete, we'll have it posted and we'll email it out to you. But after this event, there's a second event that we want all of you to come to if you can. And Rance, are you still on the board?
Yes, I
We'd
am.
like to do a shout out for the after party transfer mixer that's happening at 5:30.
Yes, I do. So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to all the recipients. But, you know, we all know the real party is the after party. So we have something special. It's the transfer after party mixer. And the whole purpose of this mixer is for all of you who are transferring to get to meet other students who are transferring with you to your campus. That way, you know, if you're looking for a roommate, you can find one. If you need someone to go to campus with you, there's somebody there with you. And just to know who else is going to your campus from the Bay Area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and that will start at 5:30, and everyone's invited. And also too, there's a link for a survey for everyone to fill out. And this survey is for the transferring students. We definitely want to capture where you're transferring to and your majors for our records, you know, in case we want to contact you in the future and say, hey, come back to Kenyatta and, you know, speak to our students on the transfer process. You know, how did it go for you? What piece of advice would you want to share with the students who are transferring next year? So of course, you know, Kenyatta is a small community and we like to lean on our community. So we want you to come back and help. All right, so I will see everyone hopefully at 5:30. Bring your festive mood because we're gonna have a good time. Margie, back to you.
Thank you, Rance. Well, I think that's it. We have a wrap. The 2021 Student Achievement and Awards is under our belt. Hopefully next year we can do this in person, but it's so nice to have so many of you who I know are on Zoom all day long for your classes to join us on a Friday afternoon. We hope that you found this to be memorable and really that you understand how much we appreciate all you do. Students, we love you, we care about you, you're part of our family. And I'm inspired every day as well as everybody else. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think we're done.
Thank you.